friends, my name is Mal and I am the owner and maker of Made by Manny and Mal. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. In today's video, we're going to be doing a tumbler kind of inspired by my Patreon and myself. Every month in my Patreon group, I am challenging my members to make a tumbler surrounding that month's theme. So for September, the theme that I gave them was Neon Halloween. So they'll just need to create a tumbler that is fitting of that theme or fits their interpretation of that theme, post it in the group, and then the winner will win a prize. So I'm going to enter my own contest, kind of, but not really. I wanted to make a tumbler though that fits this theme, so that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be making a Halloween neon tumbler. If you would like to join my Patreon group and get in on next month's challenge action, the link will be down below in the description box for you. There will also be a list of all the benefits that you'll get if you join my Patreon group. Along with all of that, there will be links to our social media, so our Instagram, Facebook group, as well as links to all of the products that I'm using in this video with some discount codes for my most favorite products. I really hope that you enjoyed the video and that this design inspires you to create something of your very own. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's go. We're going to be using a 30-ounce traditional from Craft Haven. I'm going to go ahead and get it prepped. So I'm going to sand it down and wash it with dish soap and water. And now it's ready to be base painted. I'm going to use Fluorescent Yellow and Fluorescent Fuchsia, both from Montana Colors, to paint this cup. And I'm going to use the neon pink on the bottom half and then the neon yellow on the top half. Don't worry about blending these together, ombreing them or anything. Because this is going to be a peekaboo, you're not going to see that little middle line where the colors mix together, and it won't matter in the long run. Once I let the paint dry about 45 minutes, I applied a thin layer of epoxy, about 1 milliliter, to the surface of the cup, and now I'm going to apply my glitter. So for the neon yellow glitter, I'm using Lemon Heads from Peachy Olive Glitters. This is a fine, like, highlighter yellow, and I'm just going in with one glitter color for each of these colors. I'm not going to do a lot of layering or anything like that. For the hot pink section, I'm taking Valley Girl from PDB. This is my favorite neon pink from PDB. It's so beautiful. It's just like a true, perfect, like, bright Barbie pink. Once we've got that glitter on there, I'm going to let it sit and dry about 3 to 4 hours and then go in with my first real coat of epoxy. I'm taking 30 milliliters of a little extra ink, and I'm going to seal the yellow part first and then take a little bit more epoxy and seal the pink part. I'm just making sure I have a really smooth, clean coat on the surface of my cup. I'm going to let that cure about 4 hours and then go in with a second coat of about 20 milliliters. And then once that was all cured, I'm ready to do some sanding. So the body of my cup is smooth because we did 2 pretty good coats, but I really want to take care of the top rim and the bottom rim. So I'm going to sand those down, make sure that they're perfectly smooth and that we have a little sliver of stainless steel up at the top. I did sand down a little bit too far on that bottom rim, but it won't matter because we're going to cover it with paint anyway. For the top neon yellow portion, we're going to put this big little skull. And then for the bottom, I thought it would be cute to do some ghosts and bats and just some more fun little whimsical things to give this just a little bit more uniqueness and fun, obviously. So I'm going to apply this skull to a spot in the cup that doesn't have any pink coming up too high. I wanted the skull to just be this neon yellow. I didn't want to see any pink coming through at all. And once I had that applied, I went into the bottom and started applying my bats and ghosts just kind of randomly all over the bottom. I'm scattering them. I don't want to have a pattern or anything. I'm just kind of putting them randomly. Then I'm going to go back up to the yellow portion of our cup. I put together this little decal that says Lights Out, Frights Out, and I thought it was so cute to have on this kind of like neon cup. This cup doesn't glow in the dark, but it still kind of gives you that like black light feel. So I'm going to put that up on the opposite side of our skull on that neon yellow portion. And then I decided I wanted to add a little bit more to the bottom. So I cut out some really tiny little stars out of my stencil vinyl, and I just placed those with my tweezers kind of randomly in between the ghosts and the bats on that pink section. I just wanted to break up those big decals just a little bit. Once all my stencils were applied, I went in and covered everything up with matte black paint from Montana Colors. Just did one solid even coat on there. Let it dry about 2 hours, and then I went in for peely peely time. And I'm using my favorite tweezers ever. You guys know I love these. And I'm just going to go in and peel everything up, just being really careful to not scratch that paint up. And yeah, enjoy the peely peely time. Alright, so this is what our cup looks like after all of our stencils have been peeled up. I'm going to go right into another coat of epoxy. I'm taking about 15 to 20 milliliters of a little extra ink epoxy, and I'm just going to spread that evenly all over my cup. This is not a super thick coat. We really just want to seal in the paint before we move into our next step. So I'm going to apply this coat and let it cure about 8 hours before we move on to the next thing. Okay, now that that coat of epoxy is all cured, we're ready to add our little drip accents. So we didn't want to do a full, like, big drip around the entire rim of the cup, but I did want to add a little bit more color in, a little bit more neon, and just add another element to this cup instead of making it just a basic peekaboo. So I'm going to add some really thin drips in between the neon yellow peekaboos. So I'm taking quite a few different mica powders, and I'm going to mix a little bit of epoxy into each of them. So I'm taking first Bodacious from PDB. This is like a really pretty neon orange. And I'm just going to spoon like a tiny bit into each cup. I don't want to put a lot of mica powder. I don't want things to be too thick, but I don't want them to be too thin either. The next color I'm using is Blue Death from Simply Sarah's. This is like a super bright, perfect blue. And then next I'm going to take Drama from PDB. This is a neon purple, and just going to spoon a tiny little bit of that into a cup. I wanted to have a really good range of colors. I didn't want it to look like the rainbow, but I wanted to include like as many neon colors as I possibly could. So next we're taking Superfly from PDB. This is like the neon pink. If you don't have a neon pink mica powder, Superfly is the one for you. It's so good. And then next is Peace Out. This is a neon green. I use this neon green all the time. I've used it for like witch's brew drips, all kinds of stuff. It's a great neon green. And then we've got two more left. I'm going to take next Totally Rad, also from PDB. And then the final color is kind of similar to Bodacious, but it does have a different undertone to it, so I wanted to include it. It is Solar Susan from Simply Sarah's. Say that 5 times fast. So now that I've got all my little mica powders in my cups, I'm going to take some epoxy. I've had a little extra ink epoxy sitting here in my epoxy mixer, just mixing right up. I love this thing. If you don't have one, highly recommend it. So I'm going to pour, I'm aiming for about 5 milliliters, about 5 to 7 milliliters in each cup, because I don't want to have too much left over. I don't want to waste epoxy, and we're really not going to use a lot for these drips. So I would say as little epoxy as you can get without making it too thick or clumpy. Just want to make sure that you have a smooth mix between your mica and your epoxy. After I've got all of my colors mixed up with my epoxy, I'm going to take my stainless steel little metal stir stick here, and I'm going to take a little kind of like bead of the epoxy and then place it on the upper rim of my cup, how I'm doing here. So if you've ever seen like nail artists do acrylic and they get that little bead of acrylic powder with their liquid, that's kind of what I'm going for here with my epoxy. So as you can see here, I'm just taking a little bead and then I'm going to place it on the rim of the cup and just leave it just like a bead up there. And as you can see, that green one that I just put down is already starting to drip down. So I'm just standing my cup up in between colors, wiping my stir stick off in between colors, and then going in with the next bead of color. And I'm not doing any pattern. I'm not going in any certain way. I'm just kind of picking whatever color I want to do at that time, putting that little bead up at the top, and then continuing that all the way around in that little section. I'm not going on top of the letters or the skull. I'm keeping it in those plain sections in between that glitter peekaboo. So here we go in with the blue, just applying that little bead. And if you want to blend your colors together, you totally can. I did that with a few colors, not with all of them, but I did kind of blend, and they really drip down kind of cool. So if you wanted to do that, that would be a really cool effect. I promise you'll be able to see my process better. I was just like getting up close in there, but I promise the camera angle will get better as I apply these. Once I had all my drips on the one side, I went over to the other side and just did the exact same thing. I tried not to replicate the same color pattern on this side. I wanted it to be a little different. By the way, Solar Susan from Simply Sarah Custom Creations is like holy bright. It is so bright and such a great neon. I absolutely love it. This was the first time I used it and I was very impressed. Then I'm going to go in with the green. The green and the orange next to each other look so cool. And if you want your drips to be a little bit thicker, you can widen out that bead up at the top of the rim of your cup, and that will give you a thicker drip. If you want a really thin, kind of just longer, small drip, I would just keep your bead really small, just place the bead on there and then leave it. Don't spread it out or anything. And also, if you don't want your drips to travel very far down your cup, don't bead up as much epoxy on your stir stick on the rim of your cup. Just do a very small bead and leave it up there, and it won't drip as far because there won't be as much to pull it down. If you want bigger, kind of more substantial drips, I would put more epoxy up at the top rim of your cup so there is more to drip down. I hope that makes sense. Once I had all of my epoxy drips applied, I took my cup and just kind of like shook it down. I'm not tapping the bottom rim of the cup on the table. I'm just kind of like shaking it down to get those drips to move a little bit farther. And then I'm just gonna let this sit, and I'm gonna let these drips do what they do and come back when the epoxy is all cured. After the drips cured, I added one more final coat of epoxy. I did about 20 milliliters of a little extra ink epoxy. And once that final coat was all cured, we were all done. So here is my entry for my own September challenge in my Patreon group. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to get in on the next monthly challenge, I've got a few exciting themes coming up for the next few months. You can join my Patreon at patreon.com/MBMM Elite, and I will have a link with all of the benefits down in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I promise you my next video will not be a Halloween peekaboo. If you liked the video though, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Okay, love you. Bye.